Rozpoczynamy stream. Going online. Going online. Okay. We are live. We are live. Hello, my dear patrons. I am not used to talking to just a couple of guys. We'll see whether some of you would be able to meet at 8 p.m. my time. So like Central Europe. I think it's Central Europe time or so. So the link is already on the Patreon. So you should see it. We had 2 likes of it. Guys, anyway, I'm not gonna wait until anybody shows up because you might be in a completely different time zone. What I want to do is to present to you the group sets I've got. I've got already some questions from the Polish patrons. And I think some of these were really interesting, so I'm going to answer those. We've got one watching. The question is it myself or somebody else? Anyway, guys, if you show up, just put some message in the chat room. I'm gonna be watching it. So if you have any questions about especially about the Shimano group sets, I'm going to try to answer these. You can also ask any questions you would like. We are so few, there will be no problem answering the questions. So I'm just going to have some water. I just finished my training like 1.5 hours ago. And 1 hour ago, we already did the live for the Polish patrons. So guys, this is a very interesting topic. I've gathered almost all the components from Alivio up to XTR Di2 as well, with Shimano Z, Shimano Saint, so gravity as well. And the message I want to convey here for you in this live is that the lowest group set I would recommend buying as a complete separate group set for your bike in order to upgrade your mountain bike or in order to build a bike, so to have a project, is the Diori. But the Alivio is a very good piece of components, and I would recommend buying bicycle equipped with Alivio, but not buying the group set itself. Why is it so? Because so-called OEM, so the version of the components which bike manufacturers can buy, the same components but without the boxes and so, they will pay much less for those. And so if you buy a bike on the Alivio components, it should be considerably cheaper than the bike you would like to build on Alivio components. So if you can get some nice deal on the mountain bike on the Alivio, it can be trekking bike, it can be whatever, very versatile bike. Alivio is good components. I don't have any bad things to say about Alivio. It will be 9-speed, so 9-speed cassette. The derailleur doesn't have the clutch, so this is the highest model of the derailleur which doesn't have the clutch, because the next one is Diori, and Diori comes with a clutch. Clutch is this little thing here. You can turn it on, and then your derailleur becomes much more stable, so you won't be able to move this cage of the derailleur too easily. Why is it important? Because if it's on and it's very stable, your chain won't slap your chainstay on the frame, but also if the chain is more stable, there's less risk of a chain drop. So Alivio doesn't have it. but the springs on the Alivio are stronger than, for sure stronger than Tourney, but I think also stronger than Altus and Acera. So Alivio, very good rear derailleur, and also it is already Shadow. So it's not Shadow Plus, it is Shadow. That means it has this lower profile. Very good thing. So if you want to go for some trekking, bike packing, you want to start in your first mountain bike race, Alivio will be just good enough for it. No problem with that. But then we move on to the Diori. That's the group set I have on my green Froggy. If you remember my bike, because this is one of my two main racing bikes. This is Merida Big 9 Light. I call it the Green Froggy. Wonderful bike. It's equipped with this newest Shimano Diori, and I'm loving the components. They work. They are fine. They are not super heavy. Very good. So if you want to build a mountain bike, Diori as a complete group set bought in the store is something I do recommend. So Diori is great. Problem you might have with the Diori is that it is 10 speed. So the cassette, let's look at the cassette, will have this 10 number here, number 10 here, or 10 speed here. That means 10 sprockets on the cassette. Alivio had 9, which is more than enough for at least entry-level mountain bike. This one has 10, and 2x10, in my opinion, is ideal. I wouldn't need 11 speed. 2x10 would be enough for racing. I mean, really like rough terrain, mountain bike marathons or cross-country racing, wonderful. But if you want to upgrade, if you would like to upgrade anything in the future, it won't be compatible with 11 speed SLX, XT and XTR. So here is the Alivio 9 speed, then we have Diori 10 speed, and then SLX 11 speed, XT 11 speed, XTR 11 speed. This is already the previous XTR, because like a week ago the new XTR has been released, which is either 11 or 12 speed. So that's it. And then the SLX will work pretty similar to Diori. It will be a little bit lighter, but not a lot lighter. But this will be the lowest 11-speed group set. You can get 1x drivetrain on the SLX. This one only 2x or 3x. So that's one thing. It's got all the systems, all the technologies you would need for racing in mountain bike, really. Very good group set. So the best option for somebody who doesn't want to spend a lot of money and want to have real proper mountain bike group set, Diori will be awesome. If you are somebody who thinks about upgrading in the future, buy SLX. You don't have to start with XT or XTR. Now, difference between SLX and XT will be, of course, less weight on the XT. But if I was to upgrade something from SLX to XT, that would be the shifters, because the shifters have two very, very smart systems, and that's the instant release and also multi-release. Okay, the SLX and Diori will have will give you the ability to change the gears by 3 for downshifting. So from the higher gears to the lower gears by 3, 1, 2, 3. But if you want to go down the cassette from lower, so easier gear, to the faster gear, harder gear, then you need to click by 1. On the XT, you can push the lever and it will go by 2, and this can be very handy on the cross-country tracks. So, and it will be compatible with SLX drivetrain. So this is the part I would upgrade from SLX to XT. Doesn't mean SLX is bad, but XT is considerably better. XT rapid fires are also, they also give you more feedback. It is bit, you need bit more power in order to push the lever, but that's made for a reason. It will give more momentum to the cable and to the derailleur so that you can change the gear when applying power to the pedals, and the gear change should be as smooth as possible. So XT and XTR have these systems. XTR will be lighter, but XT has all the systems. So it has the instant release as well. That means if you only push the lever, the derailleur already makes the gear change. Whereas on the SLX, Dior, and the lower group set, you have to push and release. And only after releasing, so 2 moves, the derailleur will make the gear change. Instant release means that you only push and it already works. Okay, okay, we have Kobus KOK. Nice to see you. XT multiple shifts are awesome. I had one and I missed the 2 shift to heavier gear. Yeah, this is something I like, and the instant release is also something I like a lot. So this is actually one part I would upgrade from SLX to XT, and then XTR, which comes in these fancy boxes. By the way, everything comes in the blue boxes. XT comes in the black boxes, and then XTR comes in these silver gray boxes. And then Z once more blue, and Saint has also the different they like black and yellow color scheme. I would not upgrade any parts from XT to XTR unless I was sponsored professional now or half professional mountain biker. XTR is not the lightest, so I like Shimano for not being always the lightest, but light and just well working. So that's something I like on the XTR. But this is expensive stuff. Now, from tomorrow, you're gonna see the videos about Alivio, Diori, SLX, XT, XTR, Z, and Saint. You just watch all those episodes, and then here on the Patreon you can ask me the questions you have, and then I will make a special video for you. Like some of my patrons ask me to show how the derailleur, Diori derailleur behaves when the clutch is off and when the clutch is on. So I'm going to show you that as well. That was one of the questions. When the clutch is off, there is a huge difference in operating the cage. It is not like very easy, but it is doable for me. Now, when the clutch is in the on position, it is super hard to make it. And then I took the Diori derailleur and the XTR derailleur, which is somewhere here. I've got so many boxes right now, and there was no difference in how they operate. The clutch from the outside looks different on the XTR and Diori, but the operation is same. So same force, you need to apply same force in order to move the cage. That means Diori should be as stable as XTR. It will be just heavier. It won't be 11 speed. Okay, I don't know where I put it. Sorry. But it should work. And then also the biggest change between SLX and XT is also that here we have 4-piston design. So XT will be suitable for should I say gravity, it will be suitable for enduro for sure. You can use it for enduro. I'm gonna be racing on the SLX in the enduro. I'm not a pro guy, but with these XT brakes, you can do enduro for sure. Like rough racing with high speed. XTR will not have 4 pistons. It's back to 2 pistons because it should be super light and just strong enough for cross country. So not many long descents where you really push it to the limits. Okay, Cobus, what I had an XTR and had 0 chain slap. Yeah, yes. XTR is nice. I had it on the Cannondale FSI. I loved it. And I love the look also because this lever for the clutch is gold. So it looks nice. I don't know where is it. I have so many boxes here. Just look. This is my room now. It's like half of my studio already. So it's been a challenging project. I didn't realize how much work it is to open all the boxes, show the differences, put all these on the scale, measure some things. But it was amazing. So all the videos are done. Tomorrow we are publishing the first one with Alivio. Heaven, yeah. And that's it. Okay, now it was time for your questions. And since okay, the XTR is back here. XTR, so you know it because you had it. Cobus, if you have any questions, I'll be glad to answer this. If you don't, you'll be able to ask me the questions after watching any of the episodes about all the group sets. By the way, do you write? Do you still write MTB? Because you say I had. You said I had XT and I had XTR. You still have mountain bike? Maybe you switch to SRAM. As for some channel updates, you still ride, okay. What bike you have? I am racing my first priority A race next Saturday, this upcoming Saturday. It's gonna be proper cross country because this is a Polish Cup. So it's like all the best guys from Poland will come. SRAM XX1, okay, I see. Same here. I mean, my main racing machines are the Merida Big Night Light and the Rose Count Solo 2. Merida is on Diori, Rose is on SLX. I'm loving this. But on my priority A bike, which is Nini, Merida 96, I have Eagle, XX1 Eagle. I'm loving it. I'm loving it as well. So Saturday is an important day for me, but it took me so much time and effort and driving, like thousands of kilometers, to find the car for me. I couldn't get back to training. Last week I finally got home. When I made the episode about my car, I got home. I needed to do some work. I was for not this week, but the week before and week before that, I would sleep like between 3 and 5 hours a day. It was really bad. And last week on Monday, I wanted to start training, like get back to training. It was very difficult. Tuesday, I couldn't do intervals. Wednesday, I couldn't do intervals. I just did nothing to recover. Maybe some recovery ride, but short. Then Thursday, I went with my buddy for the training. He crushed me. He absolutely smashed me. Yesterday, recovery ride. No, Friday recovery ride. Yesterday, some small intervals. You can see that on Strava. Then today, the first proper mountain bike ride. So I'm getting back. I hope I will be at least as strong as I was 3 weeks ago when I get to the race. All right, Canada's Couple SI race. Full XTR with switch drivetrain to XS1. a great bike. It is a great bike with the lefty. Oh man, really good bike. But then I have a question, Kobus. Since you had XTR, so the top-notch components, why did you switch to XX1? That's interesting. I myself find SRAM changing the gears better than Shimano. But then Shimano, with this instant release and multiple release on the XT and XTR shifters, is something having advantage comparing to SRAM. That's in my opinion. But now we have new XTR, and I'm really wondering how it will work. Shifting the range, yes, the range is better for sure. The range is better. Bling. Eagle is so well made. It's difficult for me to think about improvements for Eagle as the mechanical group set with this traditional old actually system. So you have the sprockets and the chain. I hope it will change in the future. But I think it is close to perfect on that setup. I wanted to say something on this strap. Yeah, I hope that they will also make another cassette for the not only 1050. Shimano made 1045 for 12 speed. They have 1051 and 1045, and that's a smart move in my opinion. New XTR has me. If you have Eagle, you shouldn't be jealous because Eagle works greatly. For me, the best solution with the shifters is to have the twisters. XS1 for electronic shifting. Yeah, we'll see. Looks like the electronic failed on the short track when Nino was racing in Albstadt. But we'll see. They have to work on it now because it is kind of a shame and something embarrassing actually when the top rider has to stop and try to fix, and finally he didn't even finish that race. So it was pretty bad. But Eagle, oh, amazing piece of components. So guys, this week will be all MTB group sets from Shimano. Have fun watching those. Yeah. Thanks, Kobus, for dropping by to my SickBiker studio. And we'll be in touch on the Patreon, where you will be putting the questions. After watching the episode, you can put any questions you've got regarding the components here on the Patreon, not on YouTube, because there will be lots of questions and I won't be able to ask all those. But if you put the questions here on the Patreon, I'm answering all of these. Alrighty, guys, so that's it. Alivio, great if you buy the bike with Alivio. Diori, that's the first proper mountain bike group set I would recommend actually buying. But if you want to upgrade to anything higher, start with SLX because this is already 11 speed. That's the easiest way to talk about MTB group sets. Thank you so much. It's been my pleasure meeting you, and we're gonna be doing much more because I didn't really try to advertise my Patreon on YouTube and try to encourage people to become my patrons. We are building some small okay. Thank you. We are building some small, how is it called? Not society, but we are building community, and I'm gonna be focusing more on that right now. Thanks so much, and see you tomorrow on the Alivio components. Bye bye.